One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington State Cougars. Squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give out of the gun. Finds a little space. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
And the Beavers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Beavers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, you can take it to the house.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Hall. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wazzu! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Washington State 7, Oregon State 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Johnson looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Just going to keep it after the snap. Crosses to 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 20.
DC, I'm throwing I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Baker. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The quarterback will keep it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Wells. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. He's got him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Beavers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The play action fake. Buys a little time. Turning it on. Quick step and go. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Coming up.
And they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
Absolute shame. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Washington State.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give on the option. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Riley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's right. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Washington State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Not that they want to, fellas, but you can throw the records out the window when Alabama and Auburn meet up in the Iron Bowl. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's turning it loose into the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. At midfield, he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Beavers will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down, brings us to 4th.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now on the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, we knew coming into this one that the quarterback run game was going to be a big part of what this offense is trying to do. And after that last carry, this guy's now got over 100 yards rushing.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keeps slinging it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Gain of 10.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Steps away. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gets it to him on the screen. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal.
On the field goal.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Oregon State Beavers will take over first and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north and fast.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Using his feet. And some room to work. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Johnson looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that.
He's loose. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Beavers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Finds his man. It's Carr. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense might bring the house here. Gives it on the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And another big run. There is nothing more frustrating as a defensive guy trying to stop a guy that you just can't bottle up. You can't get him to the ground. He continues to make big play after big play. I just don't have any more answers for you.
Defense in press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
The give from the gun. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. Got it inside the 50. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wide receiver going in motion. Snap from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Caught in the backfield, it's right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. It gave him a little bit of hope.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And this offense, man, they're just desperate. Like late in the football game, you're down. They've got to push the ball down the field. They've got to find some explosive plays. And they found one, Jesse, but for the defense.
The four verticals has a better chance of working earlier in the game when it's close, but when you're trailing by a lot and the defense knows you have to throw it, just sending four guys running in a straight line down the field, oftentimes not a tremendous play call.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the run, still looking. Got some room headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.